Farrell Woods OTS Wish List Part 2. One of the ways I play, I know a lot of guys, to hear a song, they will take the song, put it up here, take it off air, put it on cue, listen to it, pull it down, and occasionally I forget to change it back. All DJs do. So the other way that I've always played for years as a workaround, but I would love to see a mini player in here. I've got this just so I can hit this to play it. I park the mini player. This is my mixer has a channel 1 left and right sound card and a channel 2 left and right sound card. So the headphones are always plugged into the channel 2. I'm going to fade over to that. So I can go anywhere in here, immediately do that, and I'm listening to the song. It's way more convenient. Scroll down. I would love to see a little player like this parked somewhere. Information, this needs to be big enough to fast forward past an intro. I use that a lot to see what the intro is like, or jump to the middle of the song to see what the flavor of the song's like and if it will fit the crowd or not. But anyway, a little mini player like this. Maybe I could go to a song and right click twice and have it playing. I don't know what the path would be, but it's awkward having to open this thing, and I realize it's for editing, but open it and then park it somewhere with the side where I can make my list. That's a big deal. I use that a lot. I love being able to assign these top 5 categories for the evening. It's a little not user friendly. Manage categories, go over and I want to put waltz up there. Boom, okay. Now I've got that. I really, really, really prefer this. I've had times where this being an uncategorized spot, I had to bring songs in at a rush in a wedding. Somebody gives me a flash drive. I want to really play it to the software. And it's a little awkward with the newer version, just trying to find out where stuff shows up. I'm going to switch over to the newer version. Transitioning to some new laptops with solid state drives here. I'm fine with this. Actually, I like it where I can have this as big as I want. I found out there's a place to turn off this showing here. So if this is filled up and it's crowded and I've not enough room to read, it's nice having this show up here so I can see the whole title correctly. But right now, this is a mess. If I want to, let me dump something off of here. It's just too cluttered for my taste. You know, I can see me playing sometimes with two. I love that you guys have a prepare spot where you can have music lined up as needed. Somebody requests a song, home run on that. Home run on the volume. And the other thing, one of the guys here that Stampede, 2 largest clubs in Denver for years. They started using OTS because of me. The guy has a Mac running Windows. He's had some stuttering. He said he emailed you guys and you're really good about getting back. But he bailed. He went to virtual DJ because of the stuttering, and he's muttered to me about the end, the way one song ends and the next begins. It says he has to babysit the computer a lot more with virtual DJ. I love the transition between your songs, the way one will fade smoothly into the next song. That's excellent. You know, this software has gotten more cluttery. I use this, and then these two a lot. And you may say, well, you can see that fine. I'm 62, I have good vision. But if you're ever a wedding DJ, we do a lot of outdoor weddings here in Colorado. Try being out in the sun and trying to find something that's the size of a pencil eraser in the sun with a bunch of glare. These two I use a lot. I wish you had made them bigger, or wish you would make these two functions bigger in a future one. I never use key I don't see that happening. I've seen some guys discussing about beat matching and from one song into the next, but I mean, for karaoke, I can see it. Reversing the song, probably never use that in the circles I'm in. I realize that, everybody's unique, but anyway, I love the prepare area. The history's there. I love being able to have the history automatically grab it, and then I pretty much always save my histories from an event. I get good feedback or bad feedback, I can go back and look at it. I will have to say this screen does, looks a little bit nicer. There's a lot of room up here at the top. Maybe it just, well, not sure why real estate's there, but anyway, the library. This thing right now, here's West Coast. I don't have my top 5 where I can go click over to nightclub, over to two-step, over to back and forth, slow dance at a wedding. In that particular circle, I miss having those 5 tabs to assign the ones I grab the most. And on this one, right now it's alphabetical, having to do here. Oh, excuse me. I'm still getting used to this. Yeah, sort level 1. I don't even know you got the sort level 2, 3, 4. Doesn't even make sense. But if I want to go by title, then I got to open that and scroll down. It's like, I don't know. So if I'm trying to find something, a different kind of dance, I go here, and then I go here, and then I go here, and then I go title artist. Or, if I want to sort by beats per minute, where that's my little thing where, I've used my cheater. I put a 1 to bring the stuff I want the most popular at the top. I would love a user-defined category there, long enough to have 12-2018 or 1-2001 in it, and that has a lot of value to me. I don't need 3 different things at a time, rarely. I could use 1, and I like this where I could jump back and forth between the 3, or even have this open at the same time. So good job on that. Stable, like the looks of it. Doesn't really bother me. I've got the turntables turned off because I never use those. In the circle I'm in, weddings and the dance world, if you speed stuff up while they're dancing, they will throw stuff at you, the DJ. It's not done. We had a guy this is one of the 2 largest bars in Denver, Colorado, in the United States. And he was a new guy. I thought he'd be cool, start beat matching. And he immediately found out people that are dancing, partner dancing to that along. And all of a sudden they're having to speed up or slow down. Do not like it. So different world, different world. Anyway, I guess that's the things I would love the most in a future version of that. Going back to some version of these 5 tabs here would be so appreciated, and an uncategorized. I've had to rush at a wedding to find something, bring a song in on the thumb drive, do a quick refresh, and it shows up there automatically until it's assigned somewhere into a category. And I have gone to the trouble, even in Windows, when I open my music in Windows, I have all my music in categories in Windows, so it's easy to replicate it in a software. When I moved from OTSDJ years ago, this made it so much quicker to navigate into a new software. What else? That's it. I was happy with this. I rarely do karaoke. I've done karaoke a couple dozen times. Not a big market for it in what I do at weddings, and then also in the dance world, lead and follow and competition dance world, known as West Coast Swing. Lining stuff up. Yeah, this was always a little awkward, but it was easy enough. But be able to go to a category, click on it, and then by artist or by beats per minute, where I'm using this as a cheater, like I said, is 1, 2, 3, and then the beats per minute, and then the category without any beats per minute beside. That's my newest stuff right there. If I had that category where I could, and see, while I'm playing that song, I can go over here I'm going to fade over to the other sound card that's in this mixer. This with the ability to move it, whether it's parked up here in the middle out of the way, or I don't know where you'd park it, but this is, I love this thing. Being able to, that's a huge function. It is so much more convenient than having to do this, and then go. And then take it out of here, dump it out, take it out there, put it back on. And when I make a list, I'll have a bunch of songs lined up in a list, especially for the lead and follow dance world, and I'll go through in order. Click the next. What's the feel? The next one. The energy. Is it? Here's old school Bob Dylan. I can even fast forward easily. That's huge in making my mixes, and the mixes having a good flow, being able to do that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys taking your time and looking at this. I've had some friends, a library, I don't know what to suggest. Oh, here's some big information. You got it where you could just play MP3s. I mean, OTS is just putting an OTS shell around an MP3. I did that. I don't remember for how many years I did that, but I had at least a couple of handfuls of times. I'm getting ready to do a grand entrance or a first dance. I go to load the song from here up to here. The file needs to be refreshed. I don't know that. Instead of loading it, it grabs the song below it, loads that song instead. So immediately, you know, I kept my cool enough to go over here to history, hit this, go over, hit refresh, and then I was able to load straight from here, do my grand entrance. It about gave me a heart attack the first time. So I've taken the time to convert all my songs and put the OTS shell around them. They're all OTS files. That's an extra step, and I don't know how many people, you know, here you got to convert all your files and just walk away to another software. But that's pretty big information. I've heard people say that. You know, I do this for a living, so I don't mind taking the time. Well, thank you guys. Take care.